I'm Tom.
And I'm Justine.
And we are in Grenada. Our boat and our instructor are waiting for us.
Justine.
Brian, I'm going to be your instructor/captain for the week.
We've just cleared customs and immigration in St. George's.
Yeah.
Finally, we're sailing. Under sail, engine off, the whole thing. Hey, so we picked up a mooring ball at the Tobago Keys. We're moored here for the night. Having finished our immigration stuff at Union Island, we got back on the boat and motor sailed up here to the Tobago Keys. It's obviously spectacularly beautiful here, and we're looking forward to a fun evening. We're going to go ashore and have either a rum punch or a rum punch and dinner, but there will definitely be a rum punch involved somewhere. We're here at the beach barbecue. We're about to get that much sought after rum punch and a nice dinner. Chicken for me and
Fish for me.
grouper?
Grouper.
Yes, so we are looking forward to that.
Yeah.
This is our view from the beach here at the beach barbecue. All right, we're here. Cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
So we see this beautiful little walking trail that we're going to take. Rumor has it that this trail ends at the beach on the other side of this little key, and we should be able to see our boat moored off the coastline. While our dinner is cooking, we're discussing our plans for tomorrow. In Cameron?
No, in Myro. So Canawan's going to be a pit stop. Canawan, we're just hitting there, going to this fancy marina. It's called Sandy Lane Yacht Club.
Mm-hmm.
It's actually a mega yacht marina.
Oh, okay.
So
we will look like small potatoes today.
pretty much.
Okay.
And we'll try to spend maybe an hour or two, depends on what time we leave here, and then over to Myro and have a nice chill day. Myro, again, is a place we gotta get in before noon to get a nice spot.
Okay.
We're moving under a shelter to eat as the rain starts and the wind whips up.
That's the Caribbean lobster.
Do you eat all of it? I know not the shell, but...
Yeah, you eat any white part. Anything white in a lobster you can eat.
It's Wednesday morning, we're having breakfast. Soon Bri is going to take the dinghy and return some plates that we borrowed from the beach bar for leftovers last night. Then we're going to head out for the day's sail. The plan for today is to head up to Canawan to refill our water tanks. Then we'll be heading down to Myro and Salt Whistle Bay.
Okay, we just saw Bri off in the dinghy to go return the plates to the beach bar. He'll be back in a minute, and we, in the meantime, are going to start up the engine, get the electronics fired up, and get ready to head out.
This is actually our first time tying up the boat at a dock during this trip. So as we approach the Sandy Lane Yacht Club, we get out the fenders and tie them onto the starboard side of the boat in preparation for side tying up to the dock.
We're at the Sandy Lane Yacht Club getting water, and I think we'll go visit a shop. I've heard a rumor that there's a bakery of some kind nearby.
Which we are looking forward to.
Yes.
Yes. And a real restroom.
This place really is beautiful. The landscaping is beautiful. The gardens are amazing. Even the bathroom signs are fancy.
Next up for us, we're heading for the bakery.
Have a wonderful day. Thank you.
The Sandy Lane Yacht Club is very beautiful, but on balance, I think it's a little fancy for our taste. With our water tanks topped off, we are happy to be back out sailing again and on our way to Mairu.
We are here at Salt Whistle Bay on the island of Mairu, and I'm thinking that we're going to have a little bit of time to relax. We got here fairly early in the afternoon, so we should have plenty of time to relax, check out the town, and have ourselves a rum drink of some kind. Also, there are neighbor boats that are hopefully looking forward to meeting us.
We're setting you off on a voyage here in Mairu Salt Whistle Bay. We're going to do a little dinghy briefing. So, starting and stopping the dinghy is pretty straightforward. You know, almost every engine, outboard engine is the same. You have
Now, we're not going to spend the whole afternoon just bombing around the bay. I promise we're going to the beach. We finally got the dinghy on the beach. We're struggling to get it high enough above the surf, as well as keeping our shoes high enough above the surf.
You're going.
I see him. So we're going to go up to the mini mart, one of the mini marts, and see if they have any orange juice available.
Bry asked us to pick up some orange juice. I think he has a special drink in mind.
Hello. Do you have any orange juice?
In the box here.
Ah, that's just what we weren't looking for.
Yeah, we are.
Perfect. I think we found another good destination. We're here at the last bar before the jungle, and Richard has made us a very nice drink. We're going to enjoy it. Cheers. And thank you, Richard.
Welcome.
Yum.
Oh, that's delicious. We've been told that this bar, the last bar before the jungle, was totally destroyed in Hurricane Beryl. They have done a fantastic job rebuilding, and they're not quite done yet, but it's a thriving business now, and we are happy to see that this particular business and several others along the beach are back on their feet and serving customers. This sailboat wreck here on Mairu is only one of thousands of tragedies that happen to so many people here. As you can see, this boat is a total loss. Nothing to be salvaged from this guy.
We made it back to our dinghy. And now Tom is going to untie, and we are going to jump in to the dinghy and take it back to the boat. Our first time. This should be interesting.
We dinghied back to the boat successfully.
All right, side off.
And now I want to go swimming. As soon as Justine is ready, we are going off the swim platform and into the water. Oh, it's wonderful. Come on in, honey. The water's fine. No. Where's the bottom? Oh, wow, look at you. Something like a fish already. We should have the fins. Two. By the way. Oh, sorry.
I was thinking of one of the sides that would have to jump together.
How graceful was that?
Not so graceful.
Am I on board?
No.
Well, then shut up.
Okay.
We are happy to have a visit in the cockpit from our neighbor boat, who are all from France. Bry is cooking up another fantastic dinner for us. Relaxing in the cockpit, I'm thinking about the happy adventures we had today and the many memories that we made. Good morning, guys. It's a beautiful morning here at Salt Whistle Bay. We have just woken up. We're getting ourselves together. And I think the plan for today is that we're going to leave this beautiful spot in Salt Whistle Bay, head down to check out of St. Vincent and Grenadines, and then head over to Carriacou to meet up with some other folks from LTD Sailing. There is a very nice beach bar at Anse-la-Roche over on Carriacou, and we're figuring on meeting up with them for dinner there. Okay, we're in Clifton, Union Island. We're going to dinghy over to Customs and Immigration to check out of St. Vincent and the Grenadines. What I neglected to mention earlier is that in addition to checking out of St. Vincent and the Grenadines, we need to check back into Grenada. So our sail will actually take us down to Tyrrell Bay, where we'll make a brief stop at Customs and Immigration, then head up to Anse-la-Roche. So we've spied a super yacht called Black Pearl. It's passing off our port bow, and we're thinking we might go take a peek, a closer up look. Black Pearl is a 350-foot sailing yacht owned by the family of a Russian billionaire. It has 3 230-foot masts. Those masts can rotate so that even though the ship is a square rigger, it is capable of sailing upwind.
There we go.
I'm just doing that to get away from the land here a little bit. Or the English would call this goose wing, wing on wing.
As we approach Anse-la-Roche Bay, we see that a couple other school boats have already dropped the anchor there.
I see another mast there already.
Appleby Miles stole our spot.
Cheers, derby dogs.
Toasting our arrival at Anse-la-Roche.
That is good.
It's late afternoon here. We are anchored at Anse-la-Roche on Carriacou. This is back in Grenada. And behind me is Tim's Barbecue. This is a sort of famous place among sailing people, among cruisers. A nice place to drop the anchor and stop for a great barbecue dinner, served family style, all the tables put together. There are several of the boats from LTD Sailing that are anchored here along with us, and we will all be together for dinner very soon.
But before we went ashore, we did a bit of visiting around to the other boats.
Need any fresh bread or ice? Or...
Yeah, we need all that. Where is it?
Pop it up. Yeah,
How many drinks in are you guys already?
So yeah, Captain Bruce.
Yeah.
Like the only thing what he was missing from his boat, because of the style of the boat, like it was like an old boat with a lot of wood.
Eventually, we take the dinghy ashore where we see the gentleman who runs LTD Sailing and Nico, our old instructor from 2 years ago.
That was pretty nice. That was pretty nice.
Perfect.
You can hop on out.
Tim's Beach Bar is a great place. We had been there 2 years ago when we were down, and we heard that it had been completely destroyed in Hurricane Beryl. So we are happy to see that it's been built back and actually better than it was before. We're enjoying an evening of good food and good conversation with old friends and new friends.
Real quick, we want to see you in the water. Yeah, I got it.
Good morning, folks. We're anchored here at Anse La Roche on Carriacou. We had a fantastic night last night at Tim's Barbecue. Met up with several other of, I guess we could call them buddy boats, and had some great food and some great fellowship, and so much great fellowship that we're taking a little extra time to get going this morning. But once we do get going, we'll head south. We'll make a passage, maybe 4.5, 5 hours, down to the main island of Grenada, to Molinaire Point, where the underwater sculpture garden is. We are really looking forward to seeing that, and hopefully we'll get to do some snorkeling and show you what those sculptures look like underwater.
We will also have a passenger on board today. LTD Sailing is doing a promotional video, and one of their videographers is coming on board to join us for today's sail. A couple other LTD Sailing boats are on the same track today, so unofficially, it's a race.
We are gaining on him.
Then this piece right here is that we got full sails out and he's reefing. So he does not have as much surface area up there. So for him to do something about this is you got to turn into the wind and place more sail.
At which point he'll lose more ground to us.
We lose a little bit, but depending on how much speed he picks up at the back end of that, he might, because this point to sail, he should be smoking us,
Yeah.
We're on a broad reach right now.
Bry is a laid-back guy, but he does like to win a race.
Well, he's got the main up now. He's going to bear away very soon.
Okay,
Try to chase us down.
okay.
We're doing our best to stay ahead of Nico on that catamaran, but the simple fact is that when we're going downwind, the catamaran is just faster than a monohull. Eventually, he's passing us, and there's nothing we can do about it.
You could probably eat.
Having reconciled ourselves to our defeat, we decide to relax, sit back, and enjoy the sail.
Wouldn't seem like it used to be a little more on the beam. Convenient for us.
After a solid day of sailing, we make our way to the mooring field at Grand Mall Bay, where we get to relax and enjoy one final spectacular Grenada sunset on the water. Good morning, folks. We are at a mooring ball here near Molinier Point. This is our last half a day aboard the boat. Last night we had a fantastic get-together with 2 other boats here at this mooring field. Lots of food, lots of good conversation, very entertaining, a lot of fun. Today our plan is to sail as much as we can down the rest of the western side of the main island of Grenada here, and then turn east and tack our way back toward the Prickly Bay Marina so we can put the boat away and I guess call an end to our adventure. But not before Justine gets some tea in her. We're turning into some fresh easterly breezes, maybe 30 knots or so, and we're enjoying our last minutes of sailing. We're back at the fuel dock at Prickly Bay Marina. Now it's time to unload our gear and unused provisions and head for the barbecue that the school puts on after every week's sail. The barbecue gave us a chance to meet up one last time with our fellow students, the instructors and staff of the school, as well as meet a couple of people who will be crewing with the instructors in some races coming up. Hey guys, it's Saturday afternoon. We are just checked in here at the Mandela Court Hotel again for one more night to rest and recuperate after our sailing adventure before we get on our flight to come back to the U.S. We just finished the barbecue over at the little pad next to the school there at Prickly Bay Marina. It's a great collection of sailors and a lot of nice words spoken about the different students and their experiences during their week out on the water. We had a fantastic time also. At the moment, we are
Exhausted.
Yeah.
So tired, but very happy and feeling very accomplished. We tackled a lot.
Which we're going to get to in a little bit.
Okay.
But for now, we're just going to strip off some of our sweaty stuff and we can do some laundry here, or maybe make a little trip over to the supermarket and get a nice cold drink.
And a nice hot shower.
Yes.
Well deserved.
The dryer doesn't work in our hotel room, so we are going full ghetto to dry our stuff out on the balcony of this beautiful hotel room. Well, good morning, folks. It's Sunday morning, almost exactly 8 days after we spoke to you from this very spot last time. We've now had our entire sailing adventure, and now we wanted to sort of think back about the questions we had in the first place, about whether we felt we were physically up to doing this cruising thing as a lifestyle, whether we felt like we had the skills, the knowledge and experience to be able to do this on our own, and also whether we had the drive, the fire in our belly to go out and do this as a lifestyle.
Absolutely.
So first on the physical fitness, we concluded the week of sailing yesterday. I don't know about you, but I was drained. I was somewhat sore, but just very, very tired.
I was surprised I wasn't as sore as I thought I was going to be, but I also was drained and tired at the end of the experience.
So one thing that we noticed that helped us out physically was that this boat is equipped with all electric winches.
Makes a huge difference.
Yeah. So I think that one thing we learned about our physical ability is that it would help really a lot if we go cruising with a boat that has electric winches. So that said, I feel like our physical fitness is within range. We can get there. So I feel like physically fit to do this, yes.
Yes, I agree. So I'm ready.
So that's a one yes thing.
Yes.
The second factor, our knowledge and our experience. Do we have enough training? Do we know what we're doing well enough? For me, I felt like, even though this was not a course of formal instruction, I do feel like we were evaluated by our captain along the way. And his judgment seemed to be that we had made a lot of progress, that we were much more comfortable by the end than we were at the beginning. And for my own self, I feel like I learned a lot about how to read the sails.
I agree. I learned a lot. Brian was awesome in his different styles of teaching, and I was able to grasp all the different types of sails and what you need to do with each one. I am ready to go.
Your comfort level at the helm in particular, from the beginning to the end of the week, it looked to me like you were much more comfortable.
I was completely comfortable at the helm.
And it actually helped that I think it was our second day out. It was a nasty weather. It was raining like the dickens.
It was.
Super high winds, and the swells were, I think we set up to 8-foot swells.
Yes. And guess who was there at the
yeah.
helm?
I mean, our glass is completely covered. What's our heading? I can't read the compass, you know. But we survived that, and we proved to ourselves we'll be able to manage it. One way or another, we'll be able to manage it, even if the conditions are a little bit rougher.
Correct. I agree.
So the third area was the fire in the belly. Do we have the motivation? This is not a small endeavor, and we wanted to make sure that we were really excited about it and really up for trying to take on this challenge, and that we weren't going to be half-hearted about it. But people here have just been a delight to meet and a delight to talk to. There has been a lot of devastation as a result of Hurricane Beryl. When we were on Union Island in St. Vincent and the Grenadines, there were plenty of buildings knocked over, but there were also lots of hammers and saws going. You could hear them walking throughout town. And I think we want to be here to, frankly, to spend some money here. Also, there was a moment, we had the music on, we were sailing south toward the sculpture garden, and Brian turned on the music. And I remember a point where I was just looking out towards the coastline, the mountains so beautiful and the water so beautiful and the ripples and the music playing, and I just thought to myself, I really love this. I love this. So I do feel inspired. I feel like that fire is lit in my belly, and I would really like to do this more.
I agree. Speaking to the people, and they're so wonderful, and they just get up, even though they're knocked down, they get up and they keep going. And it was motivating, and it was wonderful seeing that. And I really enjoyed just taking part in those moments.
So I think our conclusion is we are not going to be day sailing dilettantes. We will be committed cruisers.
Absolutely.
So we'll see you on the water next time.